October 2nd, 1780. A man in the full uniform of a British brigadier general stands on the deck of a warship. He watches the shoreline of the Hudson River fade, a place he once fought to liberate. Below him, the town of New London, his home state of Connecticut, is burning. And he is the one who gave the order. This man is Benedict Arnold. His name is now synonymous with the very idea of treason. To call someone a Benedict Arnold is to deliver the ultimate American insult. He is our nation's most infamous traitor. But this portrait is dangerously incomplete. Because before he was a traitor, Benedict Arnold was, without question, America's greatest hero. He was the man George Washington trusted most, a general so brilliant, so fearless, that his name was spoken with awe in the Continental Army. So how does a man fall so far? How does the hero who saved the American Revolution become the man who tries to destroy it? This is not just a story of treason. It is a story of ambition, pride, resentment, and the tragic fall of a flawed hero. From the very beginning, Benedict Arnold was a man desperate for glory. Born in Connecticut, he was restless, ambitious, and deeply sensitive to any perceived slight. When the cannons fired at Lexington and Concord in 1775, Arnold saw his moment. He immediately marched his militia to Cambridge and proposed a daring plan to a skeptical Congress, the capture of Fort Ticonderoga, a massive British fortress in New York. He succeeded. In a stunning victory, he and Ethan Allen seized the fort, capturing the cannons that would eventually drive the British out of Boston. It was a spectacular first act, and he was just getting started. He then led a brutal, almost suicidal expedition through the frozen wilderness of Maine to invade Quebec. His men were forced to eat their own dogs, their shoes, their leather cartridge boxes. Arnold himself was badly wounded in the leg during the assault. The invasion failed, but his courage was legendary. But his masterpiece was yet to come. The year is 1777, the Battle of Saratoga. This is the turning point of the entire war. The British have a brilliant plan to cut the colonies in two. The American commander, General Horatio Gates, is timid, content to hide in his tent. But Benedict Arnold, confined to his quarters after a dispute with Gates, hears the battle turning against the Americans. He can't stand it. Defying a direct order, he mounts his horse and gallops into the heart of the chaos. He is a whirlwind. He rallies the broken American lines, leading them in a furious charge against the British defenses. He is everywhere, a man possessed by the spirit of battle. The Americans, inspired by his sheer audacity, break the British line. At the very moment of victory, a musket ball shatters his same leg. He falls, but he has won the battle. His leg is ruined, but his actions at Saratoga convince France to enter the war on America's side. Benedict Arnold, more than any man on that field, had just saved the American Revolution. He was, at this moment, the greatest hero in America. And it was the last time he would ever fight for it. Victory for Arnold was poison. While he lay recovering, crippled by his wound, he expected gratitude. He expected promotion. Instead, he got insult. Congress, riddled with politics, had already passed him over for promotion 5 times, elevating junior officers with better political connections above him. They saw him as arrogant, impetuous, and difficult, which he was, but he was also their best general. Washington, who admired Arnold, intervened and had his rank restored. But the damage was done. The seeds of bitterness were planted. Washington, trying to accommodate Arnold's injury, made him the military governor of Philadelphia in 1778. It was a disaster. Arnold was a warrior, not a politician. He found himself in a city of lukewarm patriots and ambitious rivals. He was in constant, agonizing pain from his leg. He was drowning in debt from his lavish lifestyle and his own funds he'd spent on the army, funds Congress refused to repay. Then he was publicly accused of corruption and court-martialed. Though he was cleared of most charges, the humiliation was absolute. In his mind, the country he had bled for, the country he had saved, was now betraying him.
He cannot deny it.
And then he met Peggy. She was the beautiful, charming 20-year-old daughter of a wealthy family with strong loyalist sympathies. Arnold, in his late 30s, fell completely in love. They married. Peggy provided him with comfort, but she also connected him to a social circle that saw the British as sophisticated and the Revolution as a chaotic mess. And she was friends with a charming British officer, Major John Andre. The perfect storm was complete. A man crippled in body, drowning in debt, consumed by pride, and starved of the respect he felt he deserved. Benedict Arnold was ready to break. The betrayal was not a single impulse. It was a cold, calculated plan. In 1779, Arnold began sending secret messages to the British using his new wife as an intermediary. He offered his services for a price. He wanted £20,000, an astronomical sum, and a general's commission in the British Army. But to be valuable, he needed to offer more than just himself. He needed to deliver a fatal blow to the American cause. He needed to give them West Point. West Point was not a military academy yet. It was the most important fortress in America, the key to the continent. Its cannons controlled the Hudson River, and if the British held it, they would split the colonies in two, effectively ending the war. Arnold, the war hero, pulled on his old friendship with George Washington. He lobbied for command of West Point, claiming his wounded leg made him unfit for field duty. Washington, trusting his old friend completely, gave it to him. The plan was set for September 1780. Arnold would hand over the fort's plans, its defenses, and the schedule of its patrols to the British spy, Major John Andre. He would then ensure the fort's defenses were weakened, allowing the British to sail up the Hudson and seize it. Andre and Arnold met in secret in the dead of night. Arnold handed over the documents, but as Andre tried to return to British lines, he was captured by 3 American militiamen. They searched him, and in his boot they found the papers. The plot was exposed. The news raced to Arnold as he was sitting at breakfast, awaiting the arrival of none other than George Washington, who was coming to inspect the fort. Arnold's reaction was cold. He read the dispatch, his face unchanging. He excused himself from the table, telling his aides he had to go to the fort. Instead, he ran upstairs, told his wife Peggy to stall Washington, kissed his infant son goodbye, fled down to the river, and boarded a British ship to safety. When Washington arrived, he was met not by his general, but by the full, horrifying discovery of the treason. He was stunned. He reportedly said, "Arnold has betrayed us. Whom can we trust now?" Benedict Arnold got his money. He got his British uniform. He even led British troops against his own countrymen. But he never got what he truly wanted: respect. The British never fully trusted him. They saw him as a traitor, just as the Americans did. After the war, he moved to England, where he was despised, isolated, and booed in the streets. He died in London in 1801, a lonely, broken man, his name already a curse on both sides of the Atlantic. The story of Benedict Arnold is a timeless tragedy. It's a warning about the corrosive power of pride, the danger of letting resentment curdle into hate. Was he a villain? Absolutely. His betrayal was calculated, selfish, and aimed at the heart of the country he once served. But was he just a villain? No. He was also a true hero, a brilliant and brave man who was let down by his own demons and by the very nation he helped create. His story forces us to ask a difficult question. How do we treat our heroes? And what happens when a hero's pride is more powerful than his patriotism?